Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Brune here with Colin Mitchell. And Colin, it's time for the New Orleans Pelicans to make their pick. As we all know, they have Zion Williamson. They just traded Drew Holiday for
They have 20,000 picks the next 2 years.
They got George Hill and Eric Bledsoe back in that trade for Drew Holiday, and a lot of picks, like you mentioned. This is their only first-round pick. Where do you think they go?
They got to go point guard here. Yes, they have Eric Bledsoe and George Hill. I don't think they stay long. At least I don't think one of them stays long. I think that they continue to do their crazy trade battle with OKC. I think they pick a point guard here to complement Zion. And personally, I think that's Kyra Lewis Jr. or Kyra Lewis Jr. Plays very fast and doesn't need to take many shots to score because he's three-point shooting.
I'm going to say this name.
Okay.
I'm going to say they should take Aaron Nesmith.
Aaron Nesmith is also a good pick.
I like Aaron Nesmith.
Especially when you have a guy like...
and you have J.J. Redick, who I think could teach him.
Exactly.
You don't have to play Aaron Nesmith that much right now. I think Aaron Nesmith's a guy who, I don't think his ceiling's super high. J.J. Redick could raise that ceiling just because you get him to play with him. And you saw what Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did with Chris Paul. Like, that's the type of improvement I think that you can
And not
see.
only that is that you make a good point here, too, is that you don't even need to swing for the fences on these picks because, one, Zion's really young. The team's obviously in a rebuilding stage. Brandon Ingram's on that team. And secondly, they have so many picks to where they don't need to take many risks.
No,
if a guy is there that they like, they can take him. If he pans out, he doesn't. Or if he pans out, great. If he doesn't, then you have the next guy that they got 4 picks later.
I mean, like you said, they have 3 second-round picks, which is
and then next
this
year,
is a deep draft, and next year they have draft picks as well. I like Aaron Nesmith. I'm trying to think who else. You have Kyra Lewis. I think Kyra Lewis is an interesting pick. They do still have Lonzo Ball, who we're not sure what we like about him.
Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, you know Stan Van Gundy
Stan
well.
Van Gundy is going to rip Lonzo Ball, and Lonzo Ball will not be on that team very long. Stan Van Gundy flourishes around the 1 in 4 out, and if it doesn't fit his system, he's not playing.
Here's another name, Sadiq Bey.
I like Sadiq Bey a lot as well. I like Sadiq Bey a lot too.
I wouldn't be surprised at all Sadiq Bey or Robert Woodard.
And actually, I'm sorry, going back to Stan Van Gundy, he wanted Eric Bledsoe very badly in Detroit when he was GM. Mm-hmm. He could stay, honestly.
Okay.
So I mean, no, he could actually stay.
That's what I'm saying. If you have Eric Bledsoe, I don't know if the point guard is the need right now. I think you're gonna go Nesmith or Sadiq Bey. I think Sadiq Bey is the pick.
That'd be a good pick.
13th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft. The New Orleans Pelicans select Kyra Lewis Jr.
There you go. There you go.
So there you go. David Griffin's deciding not to go with the Eric Bledsoe win now with Zion pick. Now I think we had them taking Killian Hayes, I believe. So Kyra Lewis, obviously.
Is that who we had them taking?
I'm pretty sure.
I honestly don't know. But tell us about Killian.
But
I'm sorry.
But Kyra Lewis is obviously the next point guard in line in terms of the way that he fits that team. Cole Anthony is going to be the type of guy that he needs the ball in his hands, whereas Kyra Lewis is going to run the fast break, and if Zion's open for a lob, bang. If he's not, then he's able to push the pace and score, and he's also able to kind of sit in the corner and hit a 3. So he can play off ball and on ball, and that fits the other point guard they have in whichever one they keep, George Hill, Eric Bledsoe, and then maybe Lonzo.
This definitely signals to Lonzo Ball, you have to get better.
Oh yeah,
like this isn't even a question.
His time is up if next season.
You're gone.
There's Stan. Shout out Stan.
Shout out Stan. I didn't even see him. You just saw him.
Shout out Stan. He had his book. You already know he picked the pick. He said, "Let me pick the pick, David."
Personally, I like this pick only because I think you need to have a good guard next to Zion and Brandon Ingram.
Yep.
You need that. So I don't mind them taking swings at the fences here for a point guard in Kyra Lewis because Lonzo Ball hasn't panned out.
And I don't even know if this is a swing for the fence in terms of you don't need him to be the 4th best player in this team.
Yes. I mean swing for fences in at some point you have to have a point guard that is your franchise point guard. Yes. Like, I'm not even saying like a high level franchise point guard.
You mean like a Patty Mills.
No, even higher. I'm saying you got to get like your Derek White of the Spurs, for instance, or something.
Okay.
Something like I'm trying to think of a Goran Dragic. You have to get your Goran Dragic where the Heat can build. You don't have to worry about the position.
I think Goran Dragic is too high.
All right. Well,
give me like Jeff Teague.
Okay, sure.
Hawks Jeff Teague.
Look, all I'm saying is you have to get a point guard to where you're not worried about the point guard position.
Yes, you need to have a system point guard.
Yes, and you have to have your point guard set so that way you can start building around your 2 star players at the center position and the shooting guard position.
Yep.
And I think this is I like this pick. I think wing would have been another interesting pick, but I think they can address that in free agency
and with their 4-point guards that they can trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think it's an interesting pick. Like we've said, Kyra Lewis is one of the fastest players in the draft. Averaged 18.5 last year on 46% shooting. Is very good in space. Shot almost 37% from three. Fastest player in the draft. His defensive effort is subpar though, and he's a little passive, which we saw last year as well. I think De'Aaron Fox and Rajon Rondo are pretty good comps for him, even though he's a little bit more aggressive than Rondo.
I said Ish Smith.
Yeah, something like that. So I like the pick, and I think that it sets up for an interesting season for the Pelicans in Zion's second season.